So, Maestro Rudel, you first met Henry Mollicone as a rehearsal pianist.
That's right. He was. I engaged him as part of the music staff of Sydney City Opera, and he was an excellent pianist, and he knew the repertory, so that's what we needed. And he was a wonderful member of the company as long as he stayed. Didn't stay long enough, but he had his own career to think of.
How did you know him as a composer? Did he show you his pieces while he was there?
He did occasionally. Let me glance at him. I never heard anything until I heard a recording of the Face.
So, can you tell me your impressions of Face on the Barroom floor? Face on the floor.
It's been a long time actually that I heard it, and it seemed a bit on the light side, but very, very sensitive, easy to enjoy.
Sensitive in what way? In terms of characterization, word setting?
Actually, I mean in case of the composition.
Face on the Barroom floor is a very small opera. It has three instruments. Doesn't need a conductor, really. How do you feel about that?
I hate to admit it, but it doesn't. You're quite right on that.
It's also so small that it doesn't even need an opera house.
Well, I think that's one of its charms. It is so intimate. It is so, in a way, small scale, but not in any pejorative way.
Did you ever think about staging it, perhaps in an evening with other one-act operas?
I have to admit that the thought crossed my mind once or twice.
I guess it's so small you wouldn't want to see it in the State Theatre or the City Center.
Well, that's of course the other part of it.
It's an easy set to do because all you do is you roll out a face on any floor, and you've got a face on the barroom floor.
Yeah, of course, yes.
So essentially, you've got this opera that's heard quite a lot, but big opera people don't know about it at all.
That's right.
Henry's opera is even smaller than those.
Yeah, even smaller, exactly. It is even smaller. It makes its points.
It's interesting that Henry is so widely performed.
The mystery of what pleases and to what extent it pleases that's always an eternal guessing game.
And then there were, of course, other composers who were so modern,
Well, the means of communication, of course, that is one of the exciting things about that whole project. Yeah.
It's so odd that very few people have actually heard, say, Milton Babbitt, but they certainly know about him.
Well,
whereas a lot of people have heard Henry, and they don't know about him.
Don't know about it. Well, yes, I guess Babbitt made sure that people knew him.
Did you have any preference? Did you prefer to do modern tonal operas?
No, that was really not even the issue. I mean, I wanted to have as broad a spectrum as possible, and because in a sense it was experimental, and none of us know where we're going. I mean, what 100 years from now it will be popular and or not. I think you have to use your judgment.
Have any operas disappointed you in the fact that you loved them and you thought the audience would love them too, and somehow they just sort of went away?
Happen more often than I like to think. Yes.
Could you name a couple?
Well, for example, like Hinastera. He wrote in a modern obeisance to Alban Berg kind of way, but it was successful. I mean, the Bomazzo I still think is one of the great modern works of the 20th century.
Well, I would completely agree with you about the Hinastera opera. I think it's one of the great ones of the 20th century. Which of the operas that you premiered are you most proud of?
Prokofiev, because we did the Three Oranges, Love of Three Oranges, and the Flaming Angel. Both were fabulous works.
Now, as someone who came from Vienna, correct?
Yes.
Yes. And becoming a great champion for American music. Very interesting.
Well, it seems that there was possibility for it. The Ford Foundation grants really, I thought, begged for fulfillment and for using. And so the whole idea of the American seasons grew out of that, because I wanted to show that we are fruitful in what we produce.
Now, in the various manifestations of Americana, which of them appealed, what kind of Americana appealed to you the most and appealed to you the least?
Value judgments is, for me, very difficult to come by. I look at the work, and then if I find any interest in it, I become very positive about it, and so you lose objectivity, perhaps.
One last question. Yeah. The City Opera during the period when Henry was there, you know, there was a lot of wonderful work going on, but at times, you know, rehearsal was so short. Beverly said that when she premiered the Ballad of Baby Doe, they hadn't staged the final scene, you know.
Well, we had to redo them because of the lighting effect that Rosing had envisioned at the end there.
So it was a wonderful period, and it changed opera history.
Well, it made a mark, yes.
You changed opera history. You did. It wouldn't have happened without you.
And I'm particularly pleased with when we made the repertory 20th century, but international, beyond the American, and when we introduced these European works, hence and so on.